This was one of the most pivotal turns for Anakin, hands down. This is where he fully gives into his temptations of darker thoughts, and as Yoda says, once down the dark path, forever.
Will it dominate your destiny? Consume you it will, as it did Obi-Wan's apprentice.
The dark side was kind of like a drug. Once you used it even once, you were addicted, and each time you used it, you went deeper into its control. This was that small hole in the dam that led to the Dooku beheading in Episode 3, and then later to the entire catastrophe and the overall end of the Jedi Order, as we all saw. As we see Anakin slice through the Tusken Raiders, we can hear the voice of Qui-Gon Jinn, where Yoda tells Mace how he feels suffering and pain for young Skywalker. So did no one ever further investigate this? It seems if the Council was so particular about training Jedi from the right age, they should have checked Anakin's trauma as soon as he returned, or at least brought it up in the Council. But nothing was mentioned in the books, and nothing was mentioned in the movies. There's no data that shows the Council either knew or didn't, but I'm going to pull a few facts from the novel for our answer here. The first one being how Padme not only knew, as we saw, but rather this piece of dialogue that was left out from the movies. She actually condoned the slaughter.
And I slaughtered them like animals. I hate them.
Right after this scene, what she actually says in the book is that they earned his anger. He looked up at her, his eyes wet with tears. But it was more than that, he started to say. And then he shook his head and buried his face against the softness of her breast. Yeah, Anakin in the novel was much more bold and goes right for the goods, but of course, they couldn't have that in the film. Now let's fast forward to Revenge of the Sith. There's another scene that was never filmed, however it was in the novelization, which I'm going to read. It takes place during a talk that the Chancellor and Anakin had in his office. He ticked his fingers one by one.
I have kept the secret of your marriage all these years, the slaughter at the Tusken camp you shared with me. I was there when you executed Count Dooku, and I know where you got the power to defeat him. You have never needed to pretend with me the way you must with your Jedi comrades, that I accept you exactly as you are.
So with these facts, we can see that the Jedi never did find out.